This is typical, like me versus somebody from the youth, right? This young Dolph and Pete Rock situation. Pete Rock is older than me. So for him not to be feeling young Dolph, right, is understandable. Because you say to yourself, man, what you doing going at it with the young dude for, man? You know, he a young cat. What you going at him for? You too old for that type of behavior. That's what you say. That's what you initially tell yourself. You say that right off the bat, like, this dude just don't get it, but I understand. I'm going at him because of such and such and such and such. So naturally, this is your approach. Let me go at it this way. Why? Because it fits me. It fits what I'm trying to accomplish here. To go after young Dolph in this manner. It wasn't like he planned it for an attack because he got a promotion or his album's coming out or he got a record deal. Or it's nothing like that at all. The reason why he's doing this, and I want everybody to be clear, is because he's from a whole different time and age where this is just ridiculous. It's just like cursing in front of your grandmother or something. She like, whoa, you know, playing music that's cursing. The lack of respect and the lack of, you know, anything at this day and age, you know, when it comes to the young people's music, it's like, what are you doing? Like, the youth don't even know. They don't have any awareness of, like, what they doing. They just play the music. Like, right in front of me, you know, young Dolph, you know, he's throwing a house party in front of all his homies, and he's got all these guys out there, and they play my intro. Oh, that's go to track 2. That's my intro. But the whole album is lit. And he talking about he got cocaine running through his veins, and you know he's in Memphis. This is that type of life they live out there. You know, unfortunately, but Pete Rock jumps up and be like, man, what did this fool say? Little kid right there chilling and cocaine running through his veins. This kind of S has got to stop. We got to raise our children better than this. Man, homie, you know, like, that's just sad to say. And then, you know, he was like, I don't know you and you don't know me apparently, but you lame as fuck, bruh. You know, see, the thing is, he comes up from an era of how he was raised. You know, and mostly he came up through poverty, trapping. So, to him, getting a big car with rims on it and big chains with diamonds and gold on it that was his dream. You know, like getting a decent job and trying to get a 401k, CD and investment loans and all that stuff. That was never in his future. He never thought about stuff like that. It's not taught from where he's from. So I understand that and angering at them, but this is why I don't judge them so harshly. Because when you come up, when you come up from the streets, the first thing you do is identify yourself with your surroundings so you understand what the problem is. So if I'm going to yell at them, why not do the yelling at the person who is basically responsible for this? You yell at the government. How are these young dudes getting these drugs to sell and cocaine's in their veins? There's no poppy leaf fields anywhere here that make cocaine. Where are these drugs coming from? Where the guns coming from? So that they can go trap. Who getting it in here? So if you're going to yell at them for being what they are when they were created by this. Young Dolph is created by this system. He's a product of the system. So to scream at him and tell him, man, what's wrong with you? You got to do better than this, man. He don't understand. And his basic thing is like, look, what you want me to do? Get a job that they ain't finna give me? They ain't finna give me no job. If I don't rap like this, I ain't getting out of here. I ain't making this money, because if I rap like what you probably want me to rap like and make a Pete Rock and CL Smooth song, people in Memphis, the people I live around, ain't gonna buy it. And he making the music for them. And people that listen to that type of music, who living in the same environment as he is. Unfortunately, there are people that are sipping syrup, codeine. How are they making all this? You know, what's going on with all this opium all of a sudden? Because opium is grown in Afghanistan, right? That's where the opium fields is, where they make heroin. We took over that. Now it's the opium fest, right? But opium's not just used for heroin, right? They use it for medicine. And people are popping pills like crazy, right? And who makes money? The government. Because now that has a barcode on it. So if you want to scream, Pete, do it at the right people. So, okay, you want to throw a shot at Dolph, put Dolph in there if you want to make him an example. But he ain't the only one. He ain't the top one either. So if you're going to go after him, go after the whole thing. See, that's what I keep talking about. Well, I understand both sides of the story. People think it's just one way. It ain't one way. But if you're going to go after it, go after the main problem, or go home. Because you ain't going to change nothing. You ain't going to do nothing. Making a statement ain't going to say or mean nothing by tomorrow. You want to make a statement? Make that kind of statement. Something that's going to bring some attention to the real issue. Or bring some ears to that. Because that's the problem. Because you don't have jobs. You don't have good education. Don't have good parenting at home. That's the results. In every neighborhood I've lived in, everywhere there was no father in the household, mother struggling, you had crime, and you had violence. When I started coming out, moved out to the suburbs, wherever there was a family, mother, father, son, less violence, more education, more focus. People were driven to want to be other things. When kids are born, they always have these dreams of things they want to be. But if you don't have that support structure at home, it can fall on deaf ears. So, that's all I got to say about that. I don't want to turn into Preacher Man tonight, but I just thought I'd address that situation. It's your boy Carcino. Subscribe. You can click the button above and go to the cards. We don't have plenty of cards up there for y'all to check out. And go check out the playlist, man. And I'm at Twitter at Carcino and on Instagram at Carcino. I'm out.